Hello, Erongo Talk viewers, and welcome back to another exciting episode of your Erongo Talk episodes. I'm your host, Sheldon Johannes, and today I will be bringing you the latest local news, entertainment stories, and we have an interview with a local musician, Ivan Nauyoma, better known as Chippa Ivan, who talks about his journey and passion for music. He also shares advice with fellow musicians. And then later on in the show, we have a surprise for you, so stay tuned for that. But then for now, we have our calendar day, which is Common Sense Day. And then now for our first news story. We have more than 200 gymnasts that competed in the two-day Rhythmic Gymnast National Championship, which took place at the Jan Vulcan Indoor Complex in Walvis Bay. Sharifa Fernandez, the president of the Namibia Gymnastic Federation, NGF, on behalf of the entire executive, expressed their gratitude and appreciation to everyone who was involved in making the final competition of the year a success. She said that they had over 200 rhythmic gymnasts from across the country who competed for national titles. We have come together as one and stand united for the growth of our sport. In recent times of adversity, we have become stronger and even more determined to focus on the spirit of sportsmen, she said. This was the final competition of the year with gymnasts from 7 clubs: Walvis Bay Gymnastic Club, the host, Infinity Rhythmic Gymnast Club, Ocean View Rhythmic Gymnast Club, the Elite Rhythmic Gymnast Club, the International School of Walvis Bay, Parkies as well as the Rhythmic Gymnast Club in action. Okay, and then now for our second story, the International Federation of Bodybuilding and Fitness, IFBB, Namibia recently announced the Namibian bodybuilders who qualified for the Arnold qualifiers at the Arnold Sports Festival Africa from the 19th to 23 May in South Africa next year. So the selected team from Namibia includes Yvette van Wyk, Reese Borman, Marika Arabi, Adri Mayal, Bia Viljoen, Ellis Berg, Christine de Klerk, Romaria van Wyk. We have Jemima Zian, John Mubonda. We have Torben Winterbach, Marco Wilde Vries, and then Diane Leff. The Arnold Sports Festival Africa is considered to be South Africa's biggest international multi-sport festival and health, fitness and lifestyle expo, and will take place in Reimsig Stadium, Roderpoort, Johannesburg. And then now we have a special guest, who is Nadine Firi, the curator at the Museum of Swakopmond, who will be talking to us about a very exciting art contest. So stay tuned for that.
Hi, my name is Nadine Firi and I am the curator of the Swakopmond Museum. Today I'll be talking to you about the exciting new competition that we have going on, the Creative Competition 2022. The topic is Yesterday and Today. To give you an example, I'm standing at a beautiful Land Rover that is about 100 years old. Now we know that these cars don't look like this today anymore, so maybe that's something good to paint or to write about, how cars have changed over the years. This competition will be running from the 1st of November until the 11th of January, and we have different groups, ages 5 to 9, 10 to 13, 14 to 18, 19 to 99, groups up to 5, and even creative writing, there's 2 groups. Now, for each category, there's amazing prizes, like gift vouchers, to be won. Also, you can enter almost anything, may it be drawings, painting, collages, mixed media, short stories, poems, wherever you like. But remember the theme, yesterday and today. So it has to be something old compared to something new. So, if you want to see some old things and compare them to the new things, you must have a visit to the museum. We open daily from 10 to 5, and you are very welcome to also ask me for information. You will find me every day here from 8 till 3, and you can even contact me under the following cell phone number, 081 2947 344. Let me just repeat that, 081 2947 344, if you want to know anything more about the creative competition or anything else. Then, on the 13th of January, we have the big prize giving, where we will reveal the awesome winners of this competition. And later that evening, we will have a special surprise for you.
Chill Sessions is an entertainment show bringing the latest hits, fashion, and entertainment news. Chill aims at reaching all entertainers, youth, and artistic fans. Catch Chill on NTV, 1up2.com, the Namibian Sun, Chill, and Namibia Media Holdings platform. Chill focuses on countdown of the latest hits, fashion trends, celebrity interviews, and more. To share your music-related news, products, and services, contact Chill at synergy.com.na. Chill Sessions, bringing art and entertainment to the people.
Hello viewers, I'm joined by Chippa, artist here based in Walvis Bay. How are you doing, Chippa?
I'm cool, man. What's up, bro?
I'm good, man.
Yes, yeah.
So for those that don't know, man, what type of music do you do?
Actually, I'm a Kwaito artist, but due to the marketing and all that, we have a lot of music genre, and a lot of people are listening to different types of things. I fuse my sounds, so sometimes you find that if I compile my album, I'll have like maybe probably 60% Kwaito songs, and then 30% probably Afro, and then the other percent maybe probably other genres. So that's how I do my music, yeah.
Okay. So now before we get to where we started with the music, can you just tell us where you are from originally?
Okay. Generally, my real name is Ivan Nauyoma. I was born in Angola, and normally, actually, I'm from the north. I am based in the north, and I am a village guy from Ohalushu.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ohalushu, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, and tell us now about your music journey. When did it start?
It's back in the days. I remember when I was 10 years old. We used to play guitars that we made with oil containers.
Yeah.
So we started making music that time, and with my cousins back in the days, and I think that time I was 10 years old, and then when I get to the high school, I started writing music when I was in grade 8. Yeah, it's when I started writing music.
Okay, now officially, when did you start?
Okay, I recorded my first song in 2007. 2007 is when I recorded my first song in Oshakati. And I started with some producers in Oshakati. I started with the one guy called Dexland. It's when I started recording my first song, And then 2012, when I moved to Walvis Bay, is when I get into a real music business where I started recording my music with different producers from Walvis Bay. I worked with different producers from Walvis Bay. I worked with DJ Nampala. I worked with Romano, and I worked with Patrick, and also Steven Narusep. So, yeah, that's where I came to the real business of music.
Okay. Chippa, can you just tell us a bit about the albums, all four of them, like which one, the names, and also maybe like which one was your favorite one?
Okay, sure. I have my first album was My Umbrella, which is like it. I named the album stating about my first my creating, like it's like creating my shade or a foundation for my business, music business. So that's the reason I named the album My Umbrella. It's like I'm creating a shade for myself where I can generate or start. It's like a project, the first project of my music career. So, and then I had a experience count. Experience count normally is this album is consists of like songs that stated my life, you understand? So the difficult and all that happened in my life, you know, so that's why I'm saying like it's experience counts, you understand? So the more you go through things, the more you get experience of things. Like the more you do music or the more you do a certain thing, the more you get experience. So that's why I said it's experience count, you know. Then I had a third one. A third album was 929, 929. So 929 album is like I was born on September, which is the month of the 9th month, on the 29th. So that's why I call it 929. So I was just stating my the date, the month, and the date of birth. So I think 929 was my best album, according to how I feel, and also like to the listeners, because for me it created the image of how people look at me in the industry, you know. It created a path for me for people to recognize me that this is my work, you know. So so that was the third album. And the fourth album, my fourth album was my fourth album was
It slipped away.
It's like I can't get it, man. I can't get the name of the album, but I have 4 albums. So actually I have a lot of mixtapes, you know. The reason that I cannot really like have like remember, I have a lot of mixtapes in mind. So but generally the albums that I have released so far, there are 4 albums. So and the 5th album that I'm working on, I'm working on a project called Education and Love. So far it's been 2 years I never released a project, but I've been recording music. So far I have 70 recorded songs, unreleased songs. So, and this album I was planning to release it this year, but I think when I'm looking at my promotion, the duration of my promotion and the time of the year is gone. So I think the album gonna be out next year. Yeah, it's gonna be a nice album. Educative album, and also entertaining. Education and Love. People, they must watch out for that album.
And now, my guy, finally, What message would you like to share with your fans or maybe your fellow artists? Anyone there?
Yeah, okay. Let me start with the fans, man. And fans, like especially Namibians, music supporters, whether it's fans, my fans, or let me just say music supporters in general, hey, come on, man. I think you guys, you must not give up on supporting music, local music, man. You must not give up on supporting local upcoming musicians, because if you look at the whole thing, Namibia, we haven't really produced musicians that are really doing it hard on international standards so far. So I think the reason is, I think we are not really trusting in our own creativity mostly. You understand? So, and when it comes to event organizers, please, guys, we are pleading to you so that you can work with artists in a manner that you can at least able to support them, not to use them. So what I mean is, at least try to give an artist something so that he can able to go to the studio. And to the musicians, guys and girls, let's do music, man. Let's do good music. Let's try to live. If you really believe that you're an artist, let's try to do music and try to live as musicians, you know. So you don't need someone, or you don't wait for someone to respect you as an artist, but you are ever drunk in bars, fighting in bars, or beating up people, and you come on and you're waiting for people to support you. Never. So I think Namibian musicians also, we need to step up so that people can respect us. We need to act as figures in the communities, you understand? So we need also sometimes to volunteers to do community works, you know, so that people can also recognize that here there's musician, or here there's people trying to do something. So I think those are my words for us, the whole industry, fans, music supporters, or whatever you call yourself, or promoters. Let's work together, guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chippa, man, for taking the time to chat with us.
Sure, Melanie.
Cheers.
Thank you, man.
My.NA Property Show provides viewers with the best-in-class content, engaging interviews, as well as a showcase of the latest property-related products and services. The show is aimed at property enthusiasts, real estate agents, buyers, sellers, financial institutions, and developers. My.NA Properties is broadcast on NTV, 1UP2, and cross-shared on the following Facebook platforms: the Republikein, Namibian Sun, Algemeine Zeitung, and Namibia Media Holdings. My.NA Properties focuses on property content and interviews, interior design tips and tricks, DIY shack, and more. For property-related news and advertising, contact my.na at synergy.com.na. My.NA Properties, more than just a roof over your head.
Today, as a country, we celebrate our resilience in difficult times. And now, let each one of you shout, "Thank you," as loud as you can. 1, 2, 3. Thank you! Thank you for another chance to life. Let's shake each other's hands next to each other and say, "Thank you." This is the 23rd Tourism Expo. We had to skip a year last year for the first time in the history of this expo. And this year's theme is taking tourism to the regions. As they say in a union contract of life, for better or for worse. And as a country and as a team, as a group, that's very, very important. That we work together continuously as we are fighting for our little piece of the sun in this global world. Once again, thank you for all coming to this wonderful expo. Thank you for your support from those inside and from those outside the land of the brave. Tourism is beyond borders. That is our theme for next year. Thank you.
And then unfortunately we come to the end of another exciting episode of Erongo Talk. Well, viewers, if you want to read more on the stories that I brought to you today, make sure to visit our website. That's at www.erongo.com.na. Also, reach out to us on 08117040. Send us your news tips at newstips.erongo.com.na. Make sure to follow us on our social media pages. That's on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And then alternatively, you can watch all our programs on our online channel, which is oneup2.com, or you can tune in on DSTV channel 285 and GoTV channel 94. Unfortunately, that brings us to the end of today's episode. That's from me, your host Sheldon Johannes. Until we see each other again next week, goodbye.